Hello guys, my name is Sekibwana and we are going to discuss the case of Pharmaceutical Society of Great Britain vs. Good Chemistry, the case which was decided in 1953. This case we are going to see the difference between proposal and an invitation to treat. Pharmaceutical Society of Great Britain vs. Good Chemist Limited is a famous case of contract law. In this case, the court clarified the distinction between an offer and an invitation to offer. The court held that products displayed with the price tags in a store are not offered to sell, but an invitation to offer for purchase. This case laid down an important concept and is a good precedent in a contract law. What were the facts of the case? The facts were that the defendants, Good Chemist Limited, introduced self-service system in their store. Customers could now pick up medicines from shelves and make payment at one of the cashier's desks in the store. Before this system, all the medicines were kept behind a counter and customers were handed only those medicines which they requested. The Plaintiff Pharmaceutical Society of Great Britain objected to the self-service system, as according to them, it was violative of Section 18, Sub 1 of Pharmacy and Poisons Act of 1933. Arguments advanced by the petitioner. It was argued by the plaintiff that Section 18, Sub 1 of the Pharmacy and Poisons Act of 1933 provides that the sale of any medicines or drugs on poisons list should be supervised by a registered pharmacist. Display of medicine with the price tags is an offer made by the shopkeeper, and when a customer picks up a medicine from the purchase, it is an acceptance. So when the sales is executed, no pharmacist is there to supervise. Therefore, the defendant have violated the above mentioned section. Okay, let's see the other side. What did they argue? Argument advanced by the respondent. The defendant argued that the sale is executed only at the cashier's desk, where the customer pays for the medicines and a registered pharmacist is there to supervise the sale. What were the issues before the court? The questions before the court was whether the sale is executed when the customer picks up a medicine to purchase, in which case Good Chemist Limited has breached the act and is liable, or when the payment is made for the medicine at the cashier's desk, in which case the act is not breached by Good Chemist Limited and they are not liable. Okay, we can now see the observation of the court. The court observed that display of medicines with the price tags is not an offer made by the shopkeeper to sell the medicines. Instead, it is an invitation to offer for the customers to come at the cashier's desk and make an offer to purchase the medicine picked up by them from the shelves. It is up to the shopkeepers to accept the offer and sell the medicines. The court also observed that the contract of sale is concluded when the payment is made by the customers to purchase the medicine picked up by him or her from the shelves. Without the payment for the medicine selected or picked up from the shelves for the purchase by the customers had no right over the medicines. The rights are transferred only after the payment is made, and the medicine can be used by customers only after making the payment and purchasing the medicine picked up from the shelves. The court also observed that a customer can return or put a medicine back to the shelf after picking it up before making the payment. The court further observed that when the contract of sale of medicine is concluded at the cashier's desk, where a registered pharmacist is present to supervise the sale of medicines listed under the poison list, then the Good Chemist Limited self-service system has not breached Section 18, Sub 1 of the Pharmacy and Poisons Act of 1933. As the contract of sale is complete only after payment is made by the customer, and a registered pharmacist supervises the sale when the payment is made at the cashier's desk. What then was the decision of the court? The court dismissed the appeal made by the Pharmaceutical Society of Great Britain, and the court held that registered pharmacist is present at the Boots chemist store when the contract of sale of medicines under the poisons list is concluded. So the Boots Chemist Limited has not breached Section 18 Sub 1 of the Pharmacy and Poisons Act of 1933. In concluding this case, we can see this is a landmark case of contract law as it is upheld the concept of an invitation to offer. The Honorable Judges drew clear distinction between the concept of an offer and an invitation to offer. The clarification of the concept of invitation to offer was needed of the hour and contributed in the further development of contract law and the common law system. This case established an important precedent in English contract law. The concept laid down by this case applies to many other situations as well, like product recall, customer switching price tags, sale of dangerous goods where supervision is required, transactions, and etc. Many countries have since enacted legislations in fair trading, customer protection, etc. This case laid down important concepts that are relevant in modern era of window shopping and mega marts, as nowadays in most of the stores and marts items are displayed on shelves with the price tags and discount offer, so the clarity of the concept of invitation to offer is necessary for averting disputes. Case has contributed a lot in contract law to distinguish the difference between proposal and invitation to treat. The court came up with the decision that the goods displayed in the supermarket or any other place, they do not amount to an offer rather than they amount to an invitation to treat.